Hello, and welcome to this short tutorial that is going to blow your mind on how to use ChatGPT effectively. Okay, you do not want to miss this. ChatGPT, I'm sure you've heard of it. You might have used it, you may have not even come close to using it yet, but after this video, I'm sure that you're going to dive in and you are going to see the power of what we have available to us, not only for our businesses, but for our lives with this incredible tool, if you know how to use it. Now, you may or may not know this, but companies right now are investing over hundreds of thousands of dollars to hire somebody that is an expert in utilizing this tool. So don't get it confused. Don't get it twisted that, okay, I could just type something in ChatGPT and it's going to give me exactly what I want to be able to use. It is a skill set that must be developed. And I'm going to share with you exactly how we're using it within our company, how to be really effective with it, and how to command and utilize this tool to the power that it has. Okay. Remember, people are paying over six figures to bring in somebody that knows how to utilize it. Okay. So don't take this information lightly. It's a tool, but just like if you have a pet, okay, some pets are trained and can do all these different tricks, and some are just reckless and all over the place until they are trained. So think of this tool as that. You have to train it. You have to command it. When I tell a puppy, right, to sit, it might not sit the first time, but when it eventually sits, or I speak and I command that puppy by its name to sit, eventually it's going to understand the word sit. And after the puppy sits, I'm going to give it a treat so that now it knows what it's going to get after that puppy does that specific action. Okay. It's an over a period of time, my commands and the puppy that is living with me, we're going to understand each other. Okay. But if I don't use the right command, I'm not going to get the result that I'm looking for once I've trained it. Okay. So I might say, if I say cupcake, it's not going to sit, it's going to do something else. And so hopefully that little example gives you more clarity of how to utilize this tool, because it's all about commanding the AI, ChatGPT, to what you want. And you have to be very detailed. You have to be very specific so that you actually get the exact response that you want. It'll save you so much time, this incredible tool, once you utilize it. I know for me, it's been just a life changer. It has been the greatest employee that we have ever hired in our business. Imagine that perfect employee that you want, that creates copy, and not only creates copy, but super fast. Okay. And you have that available at any time. Okay. It works 24 hours a day and it is actually free. So it's absolutely phenomenal. Let's dive right into, I'm going to share with you some examples so you can see, but also how you can utilize this for your email campaigns. Okay. One of the things that we do within our company is we do custom setups, custom follow-up campaigns that are already, they're set up one time. The copy is done one time. Okay. For a specific flow, let's say there's an opt-in that we have, like the 7-figure funnel. Okay. And then we create a follow-up sequence to nurture those that opted in. Okay. Let's say there's 25 different follow-ups from that specific opt-in. That copy was created one time. It was set up through the CRM system. Okay. And now once somebody opts in, that follow-up is triggered. Okay. That's an example. You can also have a free guide opt-in that once somebody opts in, we set up a specific follow-up custom to that opt-in, right? Like our idea to impact guide. We have many opt-ins coming in, but then we have a specific follow-up with different calls to action in different days that they go out based on the specific opt-in. Okay. That's one way to have these follow-up campaigns and these nurture campaigns set up to really maximize your time. And now you're just focused on, okay, let me drive people to the 7-figure funnel, or let me drive people into the idea to impact free guide that I have, and the follow-up will do the rest of the work. Awesome. That's for new leads coming in. Now there's another thing that we implement within our company is we're sending new emails every single day. So these are not set up in advance. They're about 2 emails that we send every single day based on what we feel like sending out that day. Do we want to add value in this email about something specific new that we want to share with our audience, like probably this video? Do we want to guide people to be able to, attend a free workshop that we have upcoming? Those are new things that are constantly we're creating, and we're driving people to add value to on a daily basis. That won't be able to be set up, right, in advance. That's something that we already have, but now this is a new momentum that we're creating. Let's drive people in this email to buy this new course that we have. Let's tell somebody about a story that just happened yesterday with a client in this email so that they can see themselves. These are new things that are coming up. So there's 2 different forms. The one that I just shared with you, that's set up one time from a specific opt-in. Great, that's always continuing to go. Then we're able to retarget people within our current database, whether you have 100 people, you have 500, you have 10,000 people. Now you're keeping them nurtured, involved, adding value to them. Remember, you want to be the first to follow up and the last person to follow up. So you're constantly on their mind, you're adding value. And when they're ready to make a decision, they're going to remember you to get started with. Okay, so let's just take this example now. ChatGPT can be used for so many things. But let's just take this example of emails, okay? That's 2 emails a day. How much time? You might be thinking 2 emails a day, how am I gonna do it? Well, once you're able to use ChatGPT and you can use it within your voice and how you speak, and it can be really custom, you can knock out 2 emails in 30 minutes. I've done it. Whereas before, I would never want to write an email. I'm the last person that's going to want to get all the grammar, make it sound really nice. But this allows me to share what's in my mind that I want in an email. And instead of telling somebody, hey, on our team, hey, can you create this email on this specific thing? I'm able to use ChatGPT to say my thoughts, and it'll help me structure the email in a way that is going to sound the way I want it to sound, with the details that I wanted to add into the email and all of that good stuff. Okay. I hope you're excited, because this information is going to be business changing, life changing for you. And why can I say that? Because it has for me. So hopefully it will for you. And this, if you never heard of ChatGPT, we'll drop in the link for you so you can actually go ahead. It's actually free. There's a free version. So I'm just going to show you, right? You can try ChatGPT here, and it's going to look something like that. It's saving a lot of the ones that I've already used. But if you're new to it, you won't see anything on the left-hand side. So I'm going to give you a couple examples of how I personally have used this in our business. Okay. Let's go just for an example, right? This one. So I'm in the blue box. That's what I write. And then ChatGPT is what it comes up with based on my command. So for example, I put here, please create a very nice, friendly, and inspiring email with this information. And I copied and pasted this information here, okay? But I wanted it to actually create an email, okay? Because this is not an email, what I put there. But I'm giving it the tone of voice that I want and that command in the beginning, and then I'm giving it more information, okay? And then it provided me a response. Now, the first response might not be exactly what you want, okay? provide me an email subject line. That was probably when I first started using ChatGPT. Okay, so it's very basic. Let me give you a better example here. Okay, so I wanted to add value. This is an example to send to the email list. So please create a short, friendly, and inspiring email to my email list of business owners and coaches on the following. And I gave a little bit of information so that it can take that information. In this, hope you're doing amazing. We have wrapped up our book, Think Like a Monk, by Jay Shetty, and it has been a phenomenal book teaching us on how to train our minds for peace and purpose every day. We've reviewed part 1, Let Go, and part 2, Grow Together, part 3, which he shares as the highest purpose. He dives into 3 categories. Bam, check out a recap video on part 3 here, link. And if you want to check out all 3 parts, you can do so here. If you have been following along and would love to know what you got out of this book that you will take with you in each of the days. Okay, so obviously that's not an email to be sent, but I was very detailed in what I wanted the next, what I wanted ChatGPT to put in that video. Okay, subject, recap of Think Like a Monk, it gave me, and it went into the email, as you can read here, adding a lot of the stuff that I did. So that is one example here. Okay. Go into another example. I'm sharing you examples of how to direct ChatGPT because you may go in and have used it and you might put one line, please create me an email on this. Well, it's going to be very basic. It's going to not have maybe your flavor, your voice. It's not going to have exactly what you want, but you got to tell it what to include, how you want the email to sound. Is it inspiring, empowering, heartfelt? Do you want it to share with you a specific subject line? Do you want it to give you a preview text for the email? So an example, please create an amazing, valuable email in 4th grade language, because I wanted to be, I actually did this yesterday. So I was like, let me create 2 emails so we can send to our list, okay, through the CRM. And I had a couple things in mind. So this is a great example. I put, please create an amazing, valuable email in 4th grade language to send to my email list of entrepreneurs on our brand new course that's available to them at $111 so they can accelerate their course creation. If they're thinking about creating a course, to take their expertise and sell online through creating it one time and adding value forever for purchase to their friends, family, coworkers, and all the people they connect and interact with that want to learn more about how they do what they do. This course includes, and this is the parts of what the course includes, and they can watch a short video that shares with them exactly what they will be getting when they purchase. Bam. Okay, so this does take time, but not nearly as much time as it would to take you to write 2 full emails that might have taken you 3-4 hours. This took me maybe 20 minutes to write 2 emails, but I commanded it through what I desired. Like I was speaking to somebody. Like, let's imagine you have kids and you want them to do something. You have to be very specific, very detailed on what you want them to do. Otherwise, they'll come up with all this bunch of things and you're like, I didn't want that, or I needed that, not that, right? So that's the point here. And it'll come with, you'll get better and better with practice. You'll get more creative and it becomes really fun. Like, wow, this can actually happen. Yes, it can happen. Okay. This course, so I put that, now it's saying, dear entrepreneurs, and I can even say like, please don't put dear entrepreneurs, right? You can always change that. But it gave me a very solid thing. Are you thinking about creating a course to share your amazing expertise with others? We have some super exciting news. And it went into it. This course will help you create, and it goes da, 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 da. You can read it. right? Awesome. Now this is an email that can be sent out, but I'm reading it. I'm not just copying and pasting it and sending it out. Please make bullet point format for what's included and provide statistic that shows them the power of e-learning industry right now and why they should truly consider this. Bam, sure, here's a requested bullet point format for what's included in the course. How to outline your course like a pro, how to brand. So it gave me the bullet points, okay? And as for the statistic about the power of the e-learning industry, it gave me an awesome statistic, okay? Thank you. You're welcome. Let me know if you need any further assistance. That was the first email. So I had that first email. Now I'm like, okay, let me create the second email. Please create an email sharing this story to my email list of entrepreneurs in a third grade level, but inspiring. And this story, I started this story based on something that really happened a few days ago. So it's a real story that I wanted to integrate in here. Okay. So this was a little bit of the stuff I put here. Okay, as you can see, this was part of a story. Bam. And I can even see, let's say, right? So create a short subject line that starts with, he was shocked. Why that? Because obviously as a business owner and there's some things that you're constantly learning on. How do you get more open rates in emails, right? So some things that I wanted to implement is like typically more open rates can come if you have a really powerful subject line and a powerful preview text that allows people to be curious about what's inside the email, okay? And then I said, create a PS with a call to action to book a call with me if they are serious about taking action on creating their online course from scratch that can be up and running for sale within the next 60 to 90 days. Bam, it shares it really nicely. Create this email in a more edgier and empowering voice. So now it's more edgier and more empowering. Okay, the same story can be done in different ways. I can even be like, awesome email, please create it shorter. Please make it in a 5-sentence, right? So I can even say, take what they just got, awesome. Now I can use that in email. Actually create this story and copy and make an Instagram post caption and it'll do it like that. And now you have maximized your time. Not only have you sent an email to your list, but now you sent an Instagram post that has a caption and you're recycling. Now you can also make this a blog. More edgier. Make it a little more feminine. You can, and heartfelt. These are examples that you can use and it'll make it feminine and heartfelt. Okay, so you just play along with it like that. That's in emails. And I'm going to give you one more way that you can use it. Just being creative, it will do anything that you command it to do. So it's like you have a blank canvas, you're the boss, you're the leader, you just got to command it with detail on what exactly do you want. If you're going to make a cake, if you're going to hire a chef and maybe they don't know exactly how you like cooking or what ingredients you like, you have to be very specific. Hey, I like these specific spices. I'm gluten-free. I don't want dairy in my food, but I do love cranberries and I do love almonds and I want every single meal to have cinnamon. Okay. And you're that specific of what you want. So you got to know what you want and you got to know what to command. And you have to consistently learn these new, you're taking initiative to improve your skill sets and learn and educate yourself on different things and implementing it to command this employee, this person to do exactly what you want to do really quick, really fast. Okay. So another thing, okay, now this is not necessarily an email, but we have a new course that we launched, which was it's our online course clarity accelerator call. So it's an accelerator call if somebody wants to jump on a one-on-one call and get clarity on how to create their online course. We have that available. But when a client purchases it, Okay, what is the onboarding email that they're automatically going to get? Well, before they get on the call, I want them to complete a questionnaire. So I put, when a client schedules an online course clarity accelerator call, please, where the coach, so you don't even have to make sense because I don't even make sense in these, where the coach will be helping, which a coach, I'm speaking about me, right? For example, or you can speak about it, will be helping the client gain clarity and strategy on the online course they want to create for maximum results. Please provide 4 to 7 questions, because that's what I want, to put in a short questionnaire for client to complete that will provide the coach more information on client goals and interests prior to the coaching call to best maximize their session together. Bam. Awesome. It gave me ideas. What questions can I ask this person that just purchased so that I'm more clear when I get on the coaching call based on the responses they gave me. Bam. And I can put this in a form after this is complete. And that's what we did. What inspired you to create an online course, and what did you hope to achieve it through? I can reread through these. I can take some out. I can change it up. I said, great, thank you. After the client submits their responses, what's a good message to give them to prepare for our Zoom video coaching call? So now they're completing the form. Now what's the copy that I want them after that? But this takes skill set. This takes experience. This takes professional expertise that knows how to do that. And so that's where you just have to practice your skill sets. If you need help with this, we can certainly do this for you. This is a lot of the work that we do when we create follow-up campaigns, when we create the processes for your entire business. Great question. Here's an example of a message you could send to the client to prepare them for your Zoom coaching call. Thank you for submitting the questionnaire. Blah, blah, blah. I got to read it. I got to check it out. Is this the feel that I want? I said, no. Nice. I said, nice. Make it more edgy and fun, but get them excited for the call as well. Sure. Right. Now this is way better. Sure. Thanks for taking the time to fill out the questionnaire. I can tell from your answers that you're serious about creating an online course. I'm pumped to dive into your goals. Right. So some of the words would change depending on your voice. I'm not going to say some of the things, but overall I can use that, change a couple of words, and bam, it happens so quick. Right. This happened really, really quick. Another thing, let's say you want policies, you want to create give you some extra bonuses here on how to use it. Create our Ivy League's company terms, policies, and disclaimers agreement for customers to review and agree to on a purchase of an Ivy League's online digital course, product, or service. Make sure this agreement, this is a skill set right here. Make sure this agreement covers our company with all the necessary things. Include that there are no refunds once purchase completed. Create the copy in a friendly, direct, and inviting way. Bam. Awesome. I'm going to review that. This was created by ChatGPT in probably 5 seconds. I got to reread it. I got to read it. Great. And after reading, I said, please add additional notes regarding the Ivy League CRM all-in-one platform subscription. And this was a previous policy contract that we had that I wanted to make it more clear. I wanted to make it more, just update it. Okay. So we did. And it did. And it gave it awesome thing. Okay. Add 10 for any reason, right? I had to add one of the ones that I wanted, right? So I hope this gets your mind swirling, gives you ideas, allows you to go in there. And maybe if you were a little scared or hesitant to utilize it, go in there and practice with it, utilize it, and have fun with it. Really have fun with it. It's fun once you get to just start utilizing and like, oh, can it do that? Can it do that? Yeah, it does do that. How can I, get better? Can I create a table? And it even creates a table. Let's say if you need a table. Okay. Again, remember, this does take time to do. This does take a skill set to continue to be developed. It is an amazing tool, but again, it's only as good as you know how to utilize it, command it. Ask for what you want, okay? If you have trouble asking for what you want, this is a great practice to ask for exactly what you want in detail. Would love to hear your thoughts. Would love to hear what you're most excited about. If there's any other ways that you want to learn about, any questions you have, we're definitely here to answer them, and look forward to seeing you in the next video. Have an awesome day. And remember, technology is changing so fast. If you're not using AI, get on it. The world is utilizing it. There's so many tools. You want to stay ahead of the game. It's still going to be your voice. It's still going to be you. Bring your flavor into it and work together. Okay, just because you hire an employee doesn't mean your voice fades away. You got to train that employee to be involved in your culture. How do you speak? What do you believe? And it's the same thing. So appreciate you. Have an amazing rest of your day, and we'll talk to you soon.